Stephanie here, and we are the 4 YouTubers of this apocalypse. Apocalypse 2020. What else is going to happen? So within our country right now, we are watching literally our mainstream media. We have professional athletes, celebrities, everybody attacking us to where the point is, where do we all stand now? I mean, seriously, you have senators and congresswomen, men now being terrorized in the streets. But the refreshing thing is, on the news, they're actually calling out that these people are being bussed. They get plane tickets. They're put up in nice hotels. They have brand new clothes on. Also, they uncovered a food truck that was supposed to be delivering food, but actually it had gas masks, it had shields, helmets, it had all this equipment for rioters. You're finding pallets of bricks everywhere, and I'm very happy that the mainstream news is now picking up on George Soros is actually the one funding all this terror. Notice how they only attack targets and break into those? That's because George Soros owns them. You know what I mean? What do you guys think?
What targets are you referring to?
Target stores. The store
Okay,
Target.
okay, yeah. I was wondering why they choose those. Huh, I thought you meant actual targets.
No, Target stores.
Okay, yeah. Well, I've been looking at the NBA boycotts, if you want to call them that, recently, like how they chose to not play their playoff game, and then LeBron James was at home playing on Xbox all day. So, you know, good job. Great activism. And I saw some guy I've never watched before talking about that and giving his opinion, and he was saying, well, you know, it's the only thing that they can do, so that's what they're doing, and like their managers have like associations with political people and stuff, so like but like they never said like what they actually accomplished from that, like what the political people did. So I don't know if anything has been accomplished, but I know that President Trump has called them out for just being political instead of being a sports team. So yeah. What do you guys think, Marquez and Xavier?
Well, honestly, it's just all hypocritical. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, you know, of course, we're all familiar with the young boy that lost his life due to, I think it was like it was racially motivated, Cannon Hinton. Now, where was all the outcry about that then? I'm just saying, you know, doesn't matter what the color of a person's skin is, but like, I mean, if you're gonna like stand up for something, you better stand up for everyone, you know, because honestly, I mean, racism is a real thing, but you know, it doesn't always pertain to one race, and that's why I'm just like getting like from the NBA, they're just saying, oh, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. No, it doesn't. I mean, compared to like myself and Xavier, okay, we're Black conservatives, all right. Do our lives matter? They don't. If we like, people don't fit the narrative of their like, you know, the whole regime mentality, then I'll forget them. I'm like, it's just. Honestly, it's some Black Lives Matter, and it's just all BS, to be honest with you.
I should call it liberal Black Lives Matter.
Okay, thank you. Yes, exactly. Exactly.
And Antifa Lives Matter.
Yeah. And this
all
just
lives matter.
reminded me, I saw a clip somewhere recently from LeBron James talking about how he doesn't want to hang out with white people because he's like, I don't think they want to be around me, so, you know, screw them. I'll just hang out with my boys. So, yeah. There you go.
What the NBA is doing is basically they're trying to be like what do you call those people that want to be liked by everybody? Like they're trying really hard. They don't really want to play basketball. No one's watching basketball. I don't know if I actually said it a long time ago. I don't even watch sports now. I'm like done with sports because they're all doing the same thing. They're following the same narrative. They're all trying to be on the same side because they want the people on their side. But they're not really looking at all the people. They're looking at one side of the people that seem to care about this whole plight for Black Lives Matter when they don't like all Black lives. You know, it's only some Black lives that matter.
Yeah. It's not even about that, though. LeBron James, and the NFL, the NBA, all these people, they're owned by China, okay? They're owned by China. So right now, the only reason why they're coming back to play is because they're going to be doxxed. I think it's like 37% of their income. And then you got dummy Obama out there. You guys shouldn't, you know, you need to go play. Obama, dude, you're not president. Get out of here. You're part of the problem. You know, like, okay, we need the media and celebrities, and you can tell when they're giving their speeches, they're reading off of teleprompters. I don't even think these athletes or any of these celebrities, any of these people in mainstream TV on these news channels even know what they're talking about. They're basically given a script and they're like, I support some, blah, 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 blah. They don't know. I mean,
Like a machine.
clearly,
Like a
I mean,
machine.
this is how you have to see it. You're either an activist or you're a politician. You're either an athlete or you're an activist. You're either a celebrity or you're an activist. But when the activism turns violent and they're literally on TV spinning it to where everyday people we're subjects of the outcries. We are the ones who are the victims of the media spin. You know what I mean? I mean, think of all the business owners who lose their businesses. They get busted out. They got to board them up. They got to close down because they're scared they're going to get, not only that, you got people just eating dinner, and then you got crap.
I know, I saw that.
Attacking them. So the media is fueling this fire, and so is Hillary Clinton and Obama and all of them. So when is somebody going to say, hey, look, we see it, we know? Because when you have people like Kyle who go out there to try to protect things, and when they're attacked and they defend themselves, then they're the bad guy. But Jacob Blake, he's got a GoFundMe, and he's almost got $2 million now.
Makes me so angry.
Disgusting. It's disgusting to me. It's truly disgusting.
Yeah, it is. I was on Twitter talking about Kyle Rittenhouse. I gained like 10 new followers or something because people agree that he was a hero. That's what I said. And like he should be given the medal and like a dismissal. But like I heard that he might have like shot somebody just for destroying property, and that seems too far to me, but I don't have any proof of that yet. I don't really know. I do know that he shot 2 people who tried to attack him and like somebody else who was down, I think. So, that's what guns are for. So, yeah.
I think there's one clause though they're going to get him on. I forget which one it is, but I don't think he had like the proper paperwork because he is only 17.
Yeah.
To be out on the street with that type of gun. But hello, the police aren't protecting us.
Yeah, I know.
They're being told to stand down. They're saying let's defund them. You got all these liberals. They got their own security team. So American citizens, what else are we supposed to do?
I know.
And actually, Kyle was scrubbing graffiti off of buildings earlier.
Okay.
He was just trying to protect, innocent people. But unfortunately, it's opposite land. He was
even giving medical attention to like rioters who were against him.
Yeah.
Like that's super cool. What do you think?
Here's the thing. Now,
go ahead.
All this... Oh, go ahead. It's fine.
All right, my bad.
Well, the comparison you think about with Kyle versus like his name
Jacob Blake,
yeah, is that how you like to pull up people's criminal records and all that and try to compare and say, oh, this guy whatever was a dirtbag or whatever. Well, you can't do that with this kid at all.
Yeah, I know.
This guy was clearly a criminal.
Yeah,
and it's like I don't know if y'all saw the little clip where his father was talking to this clown on CNN, Anderson Cooper. And he asked him a question, and he said his response was Brussels sprouts. I still don't get it, but it's like, I guess kind of saying like, what do you want me to say? This guy's a criminal.
Yeah.
You know what was beautiful?
Well, that's
Blake's
cool.
family going on CNN and putting Don Lemon himself in check and saying, we support Trump.
Yeah,
because
I saw his mom said that.
At the end of the day, their kid. I mean, he forcefully penetrated a 14-year-old girl. He had 3 prior domestic assault charges. He also had a knife on him when he was walking to his car. The cops tried to tase him. He tried to steal the taser. He kept walking away. They were actually there because they got a call for a domestic violence.
Yeah.
And
his girlfriend.
He wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
So either way, I mean, at least he's not dead. Be happy that he's not dead.
Yeah.
But the media, it's literally, okay, imagine when Pearl Harbor was bombed. Do you think CNN would have been like, it's just a peaceful bombing? I mean, that's literally what they're doing. It's just like, they'll literally have buildings on fire behind them, and they're like, it's just, peaceful, somewhat.
Yeah, you're right.
Did you guys see? Sorry, go ahead. What's up, Marquez?
You know what's funny? I just want to add what Steph said because about CNN, like if they were back during the time of World War II, they would have easily sided with the Axis. They would have easily sided with Germany and Japan. Like, come on, like, I mean, how can these people be trusted? I'm surprised they're even still around to this day. I mean, the amount of misleading information and the amount of fact checking that we the people have called them out on. I'm surprised. How do these people still have their job? Like, come on.
Because they sucked enough people in, and it's like an entrancing thing.
Not just that. Think about it. We are run by monopoly.
Yeah.
There are certain people now that control everything. So when they're controlling it, think about this. If you're good friends with Hillary Clinton, or say you're anybody random, and 59 people commit suicide who are close to you, now you know why they're scared to tell the truth. Because a lot of these people are scared for their lives, honestly. I mean, we just saw Rand Paul. Literally, if the cops weren't there, he would never have made it back. He would have been beaten, for sure.
And there was a headline.
Their house would have been probably burned down and taken over, and they would have been beaten if they didn't stand up for themselves. So at what point, when you have the mainstream media saying that QAnon, Congress is trying to say QAnon is a domestic threat now. Hello, McFly. What are y'all doing about Antifa and Black Lives Matter? My God. When you do the Antifa.com, it pulls up Kamala Harris and Biden's election campaign and donate to it.
Yeah, I know. My friend showed me that a couple weeks ago.
Oh, my God. That's how they're getting money.
That's so scary.
I actually did it myself. I looked up that website. I went on Antifa.com and I checked the Joe and Kamala. Straight up.
That was
and like all the stuff they're doing in D.C., it's like they were waiting right there for the people, for the RNC to finish so they could start harassing them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, here's the thing, because I saw that actually from the guy named Graham Allen. He's a big conservative. He actually did a video about that. But honestly, we see where this is heading, and I do believe, and I'm not trying to get everybody spooked or whatever, but the way our country is heading in this direction, I mean, after the election, regardless of whoever wins, I prefer Trump, but a second civil war is going to be it's going to be around the corner. It's going to be immediately starting, maybe with a week or maybe a few days after the election, because I mean, think about it.
It's already here.
And one more thing, it's right here. But I'm talking about the real, the actual physical blood and guts, that nonsense. But I'm just going to say this. I urge all Republicans, y'all better use the Second Amendment right, because honestly, we're heading towards some really questionable dark times right now.
Speaking of dark times, I put some pieces of this puzzle. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
But this is good information. Okay, if there's not an elected president by January 20th, Nancy Pelosi becomes the role. She's in the House. She's in control. That's their agenda, because Clinton, Obama, the pedogate, Pizzagate is all coming down. So they are going to do everything. We have to stand up, because if Nancy Pelosi is acting as president, oh my God.
I'm literally nauseous right now. You're seeing my visceral reaction.
We're all going to migrate to Mexico.
I will go to the moon.
To Mexico.
If I can. There was that headline recently, I think it was CNN. They said fiery but mostly peaceful protests. This is hysterical laughter.
Wow.
Yeah, they're freaking insane. Like, we already knew that, but yeah.
I don't
know.
Have
President Lopan.
Definition.
David Lopan. That's what they call Nancy Pelosi. David Lopan. Jericho Green calls it that.
What do they call her?
David Lopan.
What does that mean?
Well, in the movie Big Trouble in Little China,
the
villain is like they switch back and forth. You have to watch the movie to get it.
Okay.
It's real funny though. She does look like some kind of shapeshifter. Like she looks like she could turn into a lizard or something if you look at her.
She probably gets an IV that has straight vodka going into her veins. She can't even. And then she's saying we don't need a presidential debate because Trump's not legitimate.
And they call him like a dictator.
This one has a president who's been elected by the people, have ever been.
Exactly.
And Melania Trump, they did a meme with her in a soldier's outfit with the Hitler thing. Can you imagine if we did that to Precious Michelle, Michael Robinson Obama? Come on now.
You know, I'm actually. It's really messed up that she has the same last name as I do. Ugh, gosh, she's not worthy of that last name.
Oh, bless your heart. No, I'm joking.
That's your brother.
It's not funny. It's not funny.
I kid.
You messed up. That's messed up, yo. It's messed up. But
Hey,
I
that
get
kid we
it.
saw at the Walkaway event, his last name
Yes.
is Trump. It's kind of close to Trump, so I'm
I know. I know.
But just seeing Brandon on Fox News, like saying how they were calling him a faggot. Isn't the left supposed to support gays and
Exactly.
LGBTQ?
Exactly. Gosh.
Yeah.
What a sad world we
They
live
only do what's convenient for them. That's just all about them.
It's the term, you know, it's okay when liberals do it, I guess. But we do it, oh, it's the end of the world, you know? Like, F out of here with that nonsense. It's
And I wouldn't even
nonsense.
do that.
But in a way, it's
Ain't
kind
they
of our
right?
own
Ain't right
fault
to them.
because we haven't been speaking up. We've been silent. Because conservatives, we're not mean, vicious people.
Yeah.
You know, we're not. Woo. So, you know, it's like we've been just patient and we've been nice, but we can't be nice anymore because
No, we can't. We
they're
can't.
demons. They're not mentally right.
For real. Yeah. Yeah.
Liberalism is a mental disorder, for sure.
Heck yeah,
I think
it is.
I think it's even deeper than that. Like it literally is good versus evil.
They probably
It
went
is.
to like a Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi re-education camp on how to take over America.
Yeah, probably. Like they have like re-education stuff like that for in workplaces for about white supremacy or white privilege.
And
So I
that's
would
what's
be
with
surprised.
LeBron James. Like with LeBron James, he's for equality. Dude, your big daddy owner China, okay? What about all the sweatshops and how people are treated there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like we can't talk about the truth because it hurts their pocket. Bottom line, all they care about is the money.
So true. So true, yes. Yes. Hurts their pocket. That's interesting. That's
But the
interesting.
politicians are in
Very.
our pockets for their
Yeah.
laundering services.
And taxes that we don't have the choice of whether or not to pay.
I was
Exactly.
thinking about this. You know how like when you go to like the DMV, you can check to donate to like veterans and stuff?
Yeah.
We should get to choose from our paychecks. Do you want to pay for illegals' health care? Do you want to pay for their attorneys? You want
Yeah.
to support
Exactly,
the illegal
yes.
immigrant?
Yes.
And I bet you anything, none of those Democrats would give up a dime. They're hypocrites.
That's a better idea than when you go to like, you know how you go to CVS or one of these places and they want to ask you, do you want to donate to this thing and that thing? They should come up with that, what you're saying right there, as something to donate to when you go and buy something from the store or whatever like that. Or, like you say, come out of a paycheck. That's even better.
You know, I'm just gonna like say one more thing before we all like wrap it up here. But I feel as though the Democrat Party has now become the deadbeat parents to like, you know, to society right now. I mean, they only come around for pandering for votes and whatnot. I'm like, come on, you guys are deadbeat people. Like, y'all need to like resign and seriously do something better with your lives. Because honestly, like, we the people have had the nonsense. I would
Yeah,
say
and, like,
something else too.
Something I've been noticing is that they talk about like autonomy a lot, and that's like you get to do whatever you want for yourself, and like they even say like your kids have their own bodily autonomy about like sex and stuff, and it's like that's scary. Like you're the parent for a reason, you know what I mean? And that's also like Satanism is do what you want. That's literally what it is, and I feel like they align with that pretty well.
Well, I mean, they're for killing babies after
Yeah.
birth. You know, I mean, come on. It's only because they're harvesting the organs and the fetal tissue and getting foreskin facials and stuff. I mean, they're
Adrenochrome.
sick people. It's like we're in a spiritual war.
Yep.
We're in a spiritual war.
We are.
It's like this great awakening. They kept poking the bear and poking the bear. And there's only so much America's going to put up with. And at this point, we're fed up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts, Xavier?
Cool. You said something about the well, actually, I saw something about Satan is actually making a statement, which was weird to me because they were saying that you know how people are changing from the one nation under God situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it seems like the Democrats are removing that from everything.
Yeah.
They don't want to say it anymore. And a Satanist actually said they disagree with that, which I was shocked by that.
Wow.
Because it's kind of like, I guess he's trying to say, be who you are.
Yeah.
You know, if he's a Satanist. And he's
Well,
not
they don't
nothing.
usually believe in the literal anything.
If you're a believer of God, then you be a believer of God. Don't try to switch up because, you know, you want to try to support a narrative. That's stupid.
That's cool.
We should be able to choose what we support and what we don't support. Why are we being forced to support shit that we don't want to support? Leave us alone. Let us, like, if we're not robots, we're human. And this society is dead in their soul. They're dead. And there's people like us who've been sitting back silent, like suffering, because we're watching our country be literally burnt down.
Yeah.
And the media supports it, celebrities support it, and it's like, but I'm looking around all the time, like, when is somebody going to really get real?
I know.
That's the thing. They all support this burning down, looting and stuff until it happens to their homes. And they're like, oh, it's a bad idea. You should go. No, you idiots. Like, come on. Are you kidding me right now? Like,
I know, that literally keeps happening.
Like, Lori
the hypocrisy is so potent. It's so potent. Like, the hypocrisy is so potent. Like, I said, okay.
Yeah.
If I look at this any longer, I'm going to get myself fed up. And I'm going to start, like rating some stuff up. I could do that though, but still, it's just like, come on, like really now, like it's just like.
But God is good, and we've been suffering for being Trump supporters. We've been punished. We've been bullied. We've been suppressed. We've been shadow banned. We've been sued for not making LGBTQ cakes. I mean, we've been through hell since Trump got elected. But you know what? Karma is real. And as long as we all pull together, stay strong, and know that we're fighting the good fight, because you know what? Good always prevails, so does the truth. And as long as we stay strong mentally, emotionally, and know what we're facing and keep getting the truth out there, I think there's a lot more hope than people think. And I think more people should stop giving up and start speaking up.
Yeah. All things work together for good.
I wanted to harp on that whole thing about Trump, because I think a lot of people get confused sometimes, and they feel that it's like a cult following or something like that. And it's not a cult following, because even after President Trump is out of office, if he does 4 more years or he does no more, he's still going to be conservatives, because we believe what we believe. It's not like when he leaves, we're going to go run back to Democrats. I'm never going back over there again.
Yeah.
I mean, either. I made the switch for a reason. You know, that's it.
He actually, he has an idea that we want as Americans, and that's why we follow his rhetoric. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
We want to be Americans. We want to be able to do what we want to do and not be bothered. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm about to get that book. I'm about to get the
smaller government, less taxes, less regulation. Stop depending on China for everything we freaking get. Stop the corruption in our government, the wasteful spending of money. You know what I mean? He's for the original values, but who also got assassinated? Lincoln, JFK. Did you guys see the guillotine they put in front of the White House with the Trump mannequin?
I gotta look that up.
Yep, they did that last night. They had a guillotine, and they had a dummy of Trump, and people, the Antifa, you know, the supporters for equality. To me, that's a terroristic threat. You're threatening us.
It is. I saw somewhere recently that like 1,500 different like Antifa people got arrested though, because 4chan is like finding them. It's pretty awesome.
But QAnon is a threat. Come on. QAnon,
well, they think 4chan's a threat too. It's a threat to them.
They had this picture. They had this picture. It had like rioting and looting. It said like, you know, peaceful protest, and they had the American flag. It said like domestic terrorism. I'm like, that is so. I mean, that's the world we have gone to. Like, I saw a picture that said that picture could not describe 2020 in a whole nutshell. Like, that's pretty much it.
We haven't gotten our alien invasion yet. And remember, there's an asteroid coming really close, right about election time.
Yeah.
And also, now in the Gulf, there's 2 more freaking hurricanes. What? Oh, Lord.
Yeah, all predicted in the Bible.
About the asteroid, hey, you know what? It was nice knowing y'all. You know, hey, if we all die, at least we're all going to a better place.
Yeah, we'll all see each other on the other side in heaven. Jesus.
Amen.
Yeah, but we're coming up to the end of our time. Thank you again, everybody, so much for watching and sticking through it with us all. We'll look forward to next week. What was that?
I said they love us. Let's be real.
Yeah.
We're saying what other people can't. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
It feels good.
Let's red pill some people. Let's
Yes,
wake them up.
absolutely.
They can
And
walk
fight-
away.
Yes.
They can walk away.
Yes. Watch my video of the
Philly,
Walkaway footage on my channel.
like, but seriously, being in Philly and seeing how liberal and crazy these people are, I was just like,
No, that's what I'm used to though. Like it was nothing new for me.
well, you're in California,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But,
Yeah. I was just like, wow, look at all this architecture.
I lived there for the past 3 years, so
Yeah.
I lived there for the past 3 years. I know how liberal it is up there.
I would
And I'm
be
actually
culture
from there
shocked.
too. I'm actually from Philly. So.
Yeah.
You know
I'd be
what?
culture shocked in Texas.
Marquez, you should sue, and we all should have a civil lawsuit, like a class action lawsuit against the mainstream media and all these media, like social media outlets, for all the emotional stress, all the fights with our families,
For
or
real.
losing our friends.
Yeah.
We should all file a class
Experienced
action
all that.
for suppressing our speech, for making us out to be the enemy, when truly we're just trying to say, hey, this isn't right, and you know it. And if you want equality, we all deserve equality, because at the end of the day, we're all American citizens.
Yeah,
We're
Nick
all in this
Sandman did it.
about these deadbeat
Yeah.
politicians.
Well, you'll see all of our links to all of our individual social media in the description. Thank you so much for being here.
Bye.
See you next time. Peace.
Hit that like, subscribe, and
Take
share.
care.
And share
Yes,
everywhere.
share.
Share, 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 share.